Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast, Turning Pages. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Ocean.
And thank you so much for tuning back in. So today we have a very exciting episode. Today we are going to be talking about Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. I have seen the movies so many different times, but I had never read the books before. And honestly, now I'm like, why on earth didn't I read these books? They are cringy a little bit, to say the least. But they're super entertaining. Like, I was entertained the entire time.
Me too.
It was crazy. So today we're going to be talking about the book, what we thought of it. And for those of you who somehow don't know what the Twilight books are about, basically it follows the point of view of Bella. And she just moved from Phoenix to a rainy, cold town called Forks. She's living with her dad, whose name is Charlie. And she finds Forks, like, she doesn't like it very much. But then she sees the Cullens, and she meets Edward Cullen, and then they spark this kind of weird, mostly toxic friendship, because he doesn't really want to be her friend, but he always somehow is around her and seems to be toying with her emotions a lot, but she grows feelings for him, and eventually they end up dating, and she finds out that Edward and his family, the Cullens and the Hales, are vampires. And so, knowing the secret, she doesn't tell anyone about it, and she's also trying to keep their relationship kind of under wraps a little bit to avoid suspicion from within the school. But then, all of a sudden, there's this vampire, what's his name? James?
James, yeah.
Who poses a threat to Bella because, you know, vampires normally don't date humans. And so whenever this other clan of vampires, James, Victoria, and who's the other guy?
I can't remember.
He's like the nice one who like warns them about James.
Was it like Laurent?
Yes.
Something? Yeah.
Period. So the clan finds out about Bella and that she's a human, and James wants to hunt Bella down and kill her, basically. And so they have to get her out of Forks, and then it's like this whole situation. She almost dies, and she has to be saved by Edward. Yeah, that's kind of the end of the story. But it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm so excited to get into this, because also the lore in this runs really deep. Like, I was actually really surprised. Like, the writing, I thought actually wasn't bad. Like, the writing itself, like, I could read the book and the writing flowed well in my head.
Yeah, me too.
But there definitely were some parts where I was like, ooh, this is 2000s. This is very 2000s. And there were some really goof parts. So what did you find interesting about the book?
I thought, it was super easy to read. The writing was like pretty good, and it flowed really well. I thought it was so ridiculous. It's so funny, and I literally could not stop laughing through the whole thing.
Yes, me too.
That genuinely was the funniest book I've ever read.
Yes, me too.
Edward and Bella are actually
so
insane,
toxic,
bro. They're insane.
Yes.
And I yelled at Bella so much while reading. I was like, girl, stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they're very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love Alice.
Yes.
And Esme,
yeah.
I think. Yeah. Love them.
I actually really liked Jasper and Emmett in this book too.
Yeah, they're chill as hell.
Yeah.
They're just like...
They're chill. They're like, you've made Edward happy and we want to protect you.
They're actually all so nice.
Yeah. Except for Rosalie.
Yeah. But like valid.
But like, I understand where she's coming from as well. Like, she's not out of left field. Like, this is a human who could be the end of you guys, you know?
And she's also very jealous. Like, I think I wouldn't want to be a vampire. Like, I would be jealous of humans if I was a vampire.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'd be bored living all that time. I'd see, like, all of my loved ones who are human die, and then I'd be like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Like, it's a very long existence.
And it's also such, like, a moral dilemma, too, because, like, you really want to eat humans, but, like, morally you feel like it's wrong, and you don't want to, like, lose that part of yourself.
I like that they're, quote, vegetarians, and they eat animal blood. I feel like that's a very unique thing, especially in a vampire novel or book. I know they do that in the Vampire Diaries as well. They did that in the TV show. I haven't read the books, but where Stefan is like has animal blood, but I really like that about the Cullens. I think that's an endearing trait, and I think that's one of the reasons why Bella is so drawn to them, because Edward doesn't drink human blood. It's just animal blood.
Yeah.
And I like
Bella, what are we doing?
Bella,
please.
what are you doing, Loca?
Bella, that wasn't in the book. I was so disappointed.
That's in New Moon movie.
Bella, where
but
the hell
it might be in the book.
been,
I don't know.
Loca?
We're gonna have to read to find out. Stay tuned. But something I found interesting about the book was that Jacob was barely in it. I counted, he was in the book 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times. In the movie, they make such a big deal about Jacob, and it's like, you know, they make such a big deal, and he's there whenever she gets her truck. But in the book, Charlie tells her about the truck in the car, and she doesn't see Jacob until she goes to La Push with her, to the beach
La
with
Push,
her, La
baby.
Push baby, La Push, with her high school friends, and she doesn't meet Jacob until then. She doesn't even remember him. She just remembers his sisters. And then that's whenever he obviously tells the whole story about like the vampires and like the Cullens and stuff. But I don't know. He was barely in the book. And I feel like that's very interesting, especially because I know throughout the series they pushed the love triangle between Bella, Jacob, and Edward. Jacob didn't stand a chance in this first book. She was head over heels for Edward. I don't see how that would really change in the next books. I mean, like, you know, like I know what happens in New Moon, but also like she's smitten.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like their dynamic was very different because like she was kind of like, I don't know, manipulating is like a strong word.
Yeah,
but
like, she kind of was.
Yeah, she kind of was.
She was flirting with him to find out information.
Yeah, and she had like
Poor
zero
Jacob.
interest in him.
Poor
And like
Jacob.
he was so nice.
He was so nice, and he's obsessed with her, and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm interested in this girl, but she's already taken.
Oh, and he's like so sweet in the book.
He's so sweet. So I feel bad for Jacob.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, low key in this book, I'm Team Jacob. Low key.
Yeah.
I understand why so many people were Team Jacob. Like, okay, in the books, like I'm Team Edward, but like Edward low-key is toxic.
He's insane.
He has anger issues.
Yeah.
Really, really bad anger issues. And so does Bella. Like in this book, she has her times of anger, but not nearly as whiplashy as Edward's.
Yeah, like she'll just say something and he'll be like, and he'll be like,
we shouldn't be together. I'm dangerous for you. And I don't like how you, and it's like, take a chill pill.
And then he won't leave her alone.
Yes.
At the same time, when
Literally.
he's angry at her for wanting to be with him. And it's like,
Yeah.
You're
He's like, I'm
100
mad
years
at you
old.
for other reasons. I'm not mad at you, but I'm mad at your decision making and I'm mad at your opinions. And I'm like, okay, well, if you don't want her to be around you, just leave her alone.
literally.
And he's like, don't be around me. I'm bad. I'm a bad person. But then he also is like, I can't leave you alone anymore. It's like, talk about Mr. Mixed Signals over here.
Literally. Grown ass man.
Yes.
He's 117 years old. Oh, he's an old man.
And it's like, okay, I get it. Good that you're saying you shouldn't be with her. But if you say that, don't follow her and stalk her and watch her while she sleeps.
Literally. What the heck? And Bella is so like,
she's so delusional.
she's delusional.
And dumb.
She is dumb. She has no critical thinking. She has no
Literally.
sense of self-preservation.
No, she doesn't.
An old man who is
old man
100 years old just admitted to you that he wants to eat you and that he has been going into your house
and watching you while
you sleep for months, and she's like, oh my god,
that's so attractive.
what he can read people's minds, and he's stalking you, and he's stalking your friends to understand what you're thinking, which is insane. And then he gets mad at you over every tiny little word that you say, but he like wants you, and it's insane, and it's crazy.
I think there's this one quote, it either is in the book or in the movie, I can't remember, where she's like, your mood swings are giving me whiplash. She should have just trusted her gut.
Like, hold on.
Because
I took a picture.
Literally, if I were to meet someone like that in real life, I'd be like, get away from me. Like, I don't want to be around you. Like, you're driving me insane.
So scared. I would be so
She
scared.
literally has no sense of self-preservation too. Like, this is a vampire who is super strong, super old, wise, has learned a lot, and she literally like almost dies in the end because she wants to save him and the family. Those are like, what, how many vampires are they? Like 7, 8, whatever the heck.
Yeah.
And they're a huge family. They've been alive for hundreds of years, and they're strong and they're capable of saving themselves. And at the end she's like, oh, I'm gonna save them
for you.
I want to die for you. Like, I'm here for you.
17.
And she writes him a freaking letter when she goes off to see James at the ballet class place. And I'm like, that's so stupid. Like, girl, these are grown-up vampires, and you are literally a 17 or 16-year-old, like, fragile human. Like, I don't...
Bro, I took a picture of this quote.
Yes.
I couldn't allow him to have this level of influence over me. It was pathetic. More than pathetic, it was unhealthy.
That's so true.
That's so true. At least she's self-aware.
She's self-aware, but she still does it anyway. It's like,
Literally.
that's so annoying.
Literally.
Bella, the name is beautiful. The style is super aesthetic. Like, I love her clothing in the movie too, but we'll talk about that later. But she's so dumb.
Another thing I feel like is she's not like a good friend. Like, she's
She's
has a lot of
not.
chances
To like Jessica or Angela.
Like, she has a lot of people who want to be friends with her and who want to like her and be around her, and she's like annoyed with all of them all the time. And she's like, I just want to be with Edward. Where's Edward? And it's like, girl.
It's like, dude, these people want to be friends with you. It was like, okay, that's so good. Now I can get into these points because that was so good. First of all, she's like going dress shopping with her friends. They're asking her for her opinion on their dresses because they want to wear nice dresses to the dance. She literally doesn't even care. She's giving the exact same answer for every single dress. And they're like, you don't really want to do this, whatever. And she's like, I want to. And then she goes to like this random bookshop. And then she gets like, she can't control it. She gets cornered by these guys. But then Edward comes in with his car speeding and then drives her away. And then she's like, but wait, I have to go see my friends. She completely forgets about her friends. She was like wandering around for this bookstore forever. She was like wandering around the town forever, completely like neglecting her friends. And then they ended up like, I think they ended up like eating dinner or something like that without her because they were starving and they were like waiting around for her and they were worried. I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
And she's like, but then she doesn't even hang out with them or go back with them at all.
Yeah,
she has dinner with Edward. That makes me so mad because I think Jessica's actually really sweet. Like, I think she's really sweet, and Bella is like, oh, she's just a popular girl, whatever. But there's always more depth there to a person, right? And you'd know that if you bothered to be her friend.
Like, she never asks them questions. She never like asks them to hang out, asks them how they're doing, like nothing.
Whenever they call, she literally just hangs up the phone because she doesn't want Charlie to know about this stuff in her life. Like, she doesn't want Charlie to know about Edward at the start. I'm like, that's so rude.
It is rude.
That's so insensitive. So Bella's not a good friend at all. That's such a good point. And poor Mike. He was like in love with her, and she like turns him down, treats him bad, and whenever he voices his opinions, being like, I don't know if I really like Edward, like he looks at you like you're something to eat, and he gets mad a lot and stuff like that, and she gets mad at him for it, and she's like, well, it's none of your business. And it's like, he's just a friend who's actually in love with you but not pushing that on you, but is concerned about you. And you should at least hear him out and, like, give him the benefit of the doubt because he's your friend.
Yeah.
That made me so mad. I was like, Bella had a lot of anger issues in this book. Like, very different than the movie Bella. I feel like Bella in the book, she definitely got angrier, quicker. She definitely was a bit more frustrated with people. Edward just had full-on anger issues, was full-on manipulative, toxic, would always threaten to leave her and stuff like that. Like, that's not a healthy relationship.
No. Also, the age difference is crazy to me.
Get someone your age, bro.
Literally. Like, that's actually, like, bro.
And she was fine with it. He was like, I was dying of Spanish influenza, and then Carlisle turned me, and it's like,
yeah, she's so dumb. He'll like drop these insane like lore, and she'll be like, so in love with you.
Oh my god, it's
You don't
crazy.
know each other. You've known each other for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All he's done is act incredibly aggressive towards you, like scary, and be weird as hell.
Yeah.
And you're like obsessed with him, and
Yeah.
like you're 17.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people who want to be your friend. Go hang out with them. Like, oh my goodness.
100%. And literally the first day they see each other, they meet each other, he like he's like disgusted by her.
Yeah.
And then he leaves and he tries to switch classes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd want to be with someone who was like that towards
Yeah.
me. But that's just me. Maybe I just want healthy relationships in my life. You know what I'm saying? She definitely doesn't care about trouble, though. That's one thing. Like, she doesn't get into trouble herself, but she doesn't care that Edward is dangerous. And everything he was saying whenever he was like, I'm dangerous, you should stay away from me, is 100% true. He's incredibly dangerous. He literally drinks human blood, or he has in the past. He has the urge to drink human blood. He said he's wanted to drink your blood. He says you smell delicious.
Like,
all this
imagine
stuff.
you sit beside someone in class and they're like, oh, I'm dangerous.
I know, literally. Oh, it's so crazy. And then they'd start to be friends. Like, he literally saved her from that car in the parking lot. And then he's like, we shouldn't be friends.
Yeah.
Stop hanging out around me. And then in the hospital, whenever she's like, you saved the car, and he tries to manipulate her, being like, I was standing beside you the whole time,
Literally.
Bella. And then she finally like repeats it enough because she stands her ground. She's like, no, you were across a lot. He's like, well, no one's gonna believe you. The switch up.
And then he got so mad at her.
Yeah.
Like,
He was like, well, no one's gonna believe you. And she was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone. Thanks for saving my life. I was literally just here to make sure that, you know, I knew what was going on and telling you thank you, you know? Oh.
literally.
I could go on and on about how unhealthy Edward is. He literally sucks.
He does.
I would never want to date someone like that.
Me neither. Also, like, I thought they had a little bit more chemistry in the book than in the movie. In the movie, they have a chemistry of like a wet sock.
That's so true.
Like, neither of them have a personality. And, like,
That's so true. Neither of them have a personality in the movie.
But in the book, they have a little bit more personality and like a little bit more chemistry. But it's also like, guys, we don't know each other at all. And yeah, it's just like, what are we doing?
Bella's whole personality is, I'll save you, Edward.
Literally. Her whole personality is her obsession with Edward.
And it sucks because it seems like she could be a really powerful woman on her own. If she were to just, you know, obviously it's awkward whenever you're trying to discover yourself and stuff. But whenever you kind of get a sense of who you are, you know, you're powerful on your own, you know?
Also, another reason I feel like they're toxic is because I feel like at first, like, Bella, she's very shy. She obviously has a lot of social anxiety. She's obviously not like insanely insecure, but she describes herself as very plain and like ordinary. And I think like Edward just makes her feel special. And so instead of it being true love, it's like,
this is how he makes me feel. I love what he does for me. I love how he makes me feel, type of thing.
And then for him, it's like she smells good and like he's incredibly lonely.
Yeah.
And then he just becomes unhealthily obsessed.
Yeah.
And I feel like almost possessive.
Yeah.
About her, and it's weird.
Literally.
And it's not true love.
Ugh, literally. It was actually, I feel like it's just a relationship for convenience or something like that. Does that make sense? Like, because they help each other, they make each other feel better. If that makes sense. Because he makes her feel more special, and she makes him feel more ordinary.
Yeah.
But literally, I don't understand how people can read this book and be like, oh my god, I love Edward. He is incredibly toxic and manipulative. If you love Edward in this book, I am concerned for you and your mental health.
Also, as a 100-year-old man,
dating
morally,
a 17-year-old.
How could you be attracted to a 17-year-old?
Well, he's a freak.
He's a freak. He's a pedophile.
There's something wrong with him.
Literally.
Yeah. Like, that's not okay.
Like, sir, that's not in your age range.
You know who I loved, though? Charlie.
He deserves
He's
so
a
much
lot
better.
like movie Charlie. Like, he's so chill. He does all these things for Ella, like Bella, all these acts of service. Like, he gets her this truck. He pays for it too. He puts these things on her tires whenever it snows, right?
Yeah.
It's like, he's so sweet. He's like trying his best.
He is.
Even though he works all the time and he's like a little old man who has all these habits in place, like, he really is trying, you know? He's so sweet. I will forever be a Charlie stan.
Me too. I feel like from Charlie's point of view, it's just like he knows Carlisle and he respects Carlisle a lot.
And he
so
knows
like,
Carlisle's nice. And Carlisle is a king.
He is
such a king. And Esme is a queen. I love them to bits.
Like, I love all the characters except for Edward and Bella.
Literally. Honestly, I can get on everyone's level. Like, I understand why Rosalie's the way she is. She didn't want to be a vampire. She was forced into this situation. And and like, oh my god, Bella saying she wants to be a vampire at the end of the book.
Bro.
I had to put the book down. I had to put it down because I was like, you're so freaking stupid. Literally. She was literally turning into a vampire because James bit her. And she was like, oh my god, this is so much pain. I'm in excruciating pain. And then she's like, Edward, please turn me into a vampire after the blood gets sucked out of her system so that she doesn't turn into a vampire. Like, you're so stupid.
You're not old enough to get married. You're not even old enough to get a tattoo. What are you?
I know, she's so dumb. And she's like, I want to turn into a vampire. I want to be with you right now. And it's like,
literally.
You know, this is irreversible.
Like, I feel like that's normal for, like, she's such a teenager. Like,
she's a teenager, but 17. Like, damn.
Literally.
Like, this man should not be your life. This manipulative, toxic old man.
You've known him for like a year and he's done nothing but red flag after red flag after red flag.
The only kind of good things that he did was he saved her life a few times. He saved her from those creepy guys. And he let her wear his jacket. And he would give her rides to school.
And, like, he was really, like, obsessed with her, but it was, like...
It was unhealthy. It was weird. He stalked her while she slept. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
It's, like, it's different if, like, you're living with your partner, or you're on a trip, or you're having a sleepover with your partner, and your partner's looking at you while you sleep, like, just, like, a quick, you know, like, they're tossing and turning, and then they see you, and they look at you for a few minutes. That's different. It's completely different than going to someone's house, breaking into the house, breaking into their room, and staring at them all night while they sleep.
No, it's so scary. Oh my god. We have to take a moment of silence.
She's so stupid. She literally...
Yeah.
She needs to calm down. And she's so horny.
Literally. It's so funny.
Whenever he tried to kiss her for the first time, he was like trying to do it all night, and then she full on like grabs him and sucks his face. She's full on like getting into it, and then she's like, "Stop it, Bella! What am I gonna do with you?"
He like runs away to the other
literally
side. He gets mad at her. And he's like, "What are you doing?"
Red flags for both of them, honestly.
Literally.
Bella, I understand wanting to kiss your BF, but also you need to chill out. This man is 100 and something years old.
He's an old
man.
Take him to
You need to be fragile with this old man. Also, and then also, Edward, calm the heck down.
Literally. Take a deep breath.
Put him in
anger management.
Literally. He needs to. He needs to go to anger management.
Also, why'd they put them in high school of all places?
I know. Why doesn't he just do university over and over again and get a bunch of degrees?
No. That's also terrible.
But, like, you know what I mean? Like, anything but high school. Why are you going back and forth, like, back into high school?
Literally. Like, they have no obligation to be a part of human society at all. They could run away to the woods and create their own secret vampire society with a bunch of vampires.
Like,
I feel like that's the best thing to do.
Like, I understand they want to be normal, but it's like, why would you repeat high school?
Over and over again?
That's sus.
That's sus. You cannot pay me $1 million to go back to high school.
Fair. I did like about the book, though, that it was super moody. Like, all the vibes were there. You could tell we were in a rainy place. You could tell that, you could tell when it was more, like, spring, autumn-y, colder, like, the vibes were there.
Yeah.
Something, though, that Bella... Going back to Bella. Going back to our girl. Our not girl. Because she's not our girl, because she frustrates us so much. Literally. Billy, Jacob's dad, warns her so many different times to not date Edward.
And all she does, she's like, it's none of your business.
It's none of your business.
Oh my God.
He's doing it because he's known you since you were a kid and he wants the best for you. And maybe you should, acknowledge this warning and not date him.
Also, that's such, like, a disrespectful way to speak to, like, an adult. Like, I would never say that to one of my parents' friends.
Yeah. Absolutely. She's literally like, it's none of your business. And I'm like...
he wasn't even rude or angry about it. He was genuinely concerned.
He was concerned about her like she was a daughter. Mm-hmm. And, like, he was such good friends with Charlie. And, like, she's like, it's none of your business. You did not need to bring in that sass.
Literally.
If that were my child, I would kick him out of the house.
Literally. She's so rude.
Mm-hmm. I feel so bad for everyone around her.
She's just stressing everyone out. Bro.
And her parents. She's stressing them out all the time. She barely responds to her mother's emails. And she barely talks to Charlie about her life. And then she freaking leaves. Like, okay.
And yells at him.
Yeah.
And says the same thing that her mom said when he left. You did not need to do all that.
I know.
You didn't need to do all that.
So that's whenever James... So she plays baseball with the Cullens. Mm-hmm. And then James, Laurent, and Victoria, they're like a clan. They come up to them. They see them playing baseball. They're another vampire clan. And they're like, can we play? But then they smell Bella and they realize she's human. And then James, like, decides he wants to hunt Bella down and kill her. Like every vampire instinct. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, Bella. Come on. Edward's probably been like that before. Like, come on, take some notes. Mm-hmm. But so Edward, oh my God, another freaking red flag. He's driving her away from Forks without her consent. She's repeatedly saying, bring me back home. I need to at least say goodbye to Charlie. Repeatedly over and over. And he's like, no, I need to drive you back to Phoenix. I need to drive you back. I need to drive you back because I don't want James to get you. Without her consent.
Literally.
The only reason why he stops, he doesn't even stop because of her speaking to him. He stops because Alice says something. Mm-hmm. He's a toxic man. It's literally the definition of, like, he thinks he's, like, the patriarch.
Yeah. Like, he's very controlling.
Old-fashioned. Very old-fashioned.
Yeah.
And that happens actually repeatedly throughout the book, wherever he does something specifically against her wishes. Mm-hmm. Especially at the end of the book, which we can talk about later. But so she goes back to the house, and she's, like, saying bye to Charlie. And Charlie's literally, like, not even bye. She's like, if I don't leave now, I'm going to be stuck here and blah, 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 and, like, breaking his heart. Mm-hmm. And then she just leaves.
Yeah.
And he's been nothing but sweet and kind to her the entire book. Mm-hmm. And trying to, repair their relationship. And then she just puts that bomb in his face and leaves.
It's like, I get it, like, she had to do that to keep him from following her, but mm-hmm. you put yourself in this situation. Mm-hmm. You had every chance to not be
with Edward
entangled with these vampires. 100%. You did this to yourself. You did this to your family.
She had to have known that at one point there would be more vampires, and then there would be a difficult situation.
Like, she was not thinking. She was only thinking about Edward.
Because it's not usual for vampires to date humans. Mm-hmm. What was I talking about? It's not usual for vampires to date humans. I literally don't even remember what I was talking about. I don't even remember where I was going with that. My bad. Sorry, guys. It'll come back to me. But I just feel so bad for everyone around her. She literally has no sense of preservation. Mm-hmm. She literally is low-key suicidal.
Yeah.
and she makes bad decisions over and over again, even though she knows that she should do something else. Like, she full on knows that these decisions are not okay, and yet she makes them anyway.
Yeah. And I feel like she's kind of selfish.
Yeah. Like, okay, that's normal for a teenager. Like, at least it's accurate as a teenager. But I wasn't like that as a teenager.
Me neither.
Like, come on. Girl. Bella.
Bella, what are we doing?
What are you doing, Loca? What are you doing? It was easy to read, though. It was very fast-paced. I liked that about the book a lot. Like, I would be at page, like, 300, and then I'd look at the page count again, and I'd be at, like, 360. Like, it was very easy to read because it's, like, it's not heavy themes, and it made me laugh so much at the situations that were happening. Like, I'm sure this book wasn't made to make people laugh, but how toxic their relationship is, how dumb Bella is, and we're in her point of view the entire time. I just couldn't help but cackle.
Same. And, like, some of Edward's lines, like, he's so dramatic.
He's so
funny.
dramatic. He's the type of guy that would have been in silent movies. Like, if he were, like, do you know what I mean? He's that dramatic. But I do like the relationships that Bella builds with the Cullens. I think they all like her, except for Rosalie. I don't think Rosalie hates her. I just think she doesn't approve that she's dating a vampire and that she basically wants to be a vampire because Rosalie wants her to live her life.
And I feel like it's not personal. Like, it's not, I hate Bella. It's just, like, she could have been anyone. And Rosalie would have reacted the exact same way. It's more about Rosalie's going through it.
Yeah, exactly.
And, yeah.
100%. And I like the relationship she builds with them, especially with Jasper and Emmett. They're, like, super, like, there's these little moments where they're, like, super sweet to her. And I'm like, that's so cute.
I know, they're so chill. I love them.
They're so chill. Alice's backstory, when we find out that James was, like, hunting her down, and Alice, you guys, it's so sad. She's
so
like
sad.
the sweetest, most bubbly, cutest character in this entire thing. So it turns out she was, like, alive in 1900s, early 1900s, right? Like 1910, like 1920, 30s, like around then.
Yeah.
And she was in a mental institution because she was having, like, these visions of the future, right? And she's eventually turned into a vampire, but that's basically it. Like, she's in a mental institution. And James, who's trying to kill Bella, was trying to kill Alice at the time. But obviously when she became a vampire, he didn't care about her anymore because he couldn't eat her. And throughout the entire story, it's like, oh, Alice can't remember her past. No one knows what happened to Alice. And then you find that out. And it's so sad.
It's so
like,
sad.
no wonder she couldn't remember. That's so sad.
Yeah, poor Alice.
But it also makes sense why she has that power now, because she had that a little bit when she was in the facility. And so, like Edward said, like, if you have a little bit of that power and then you become a vampire, those powers are heightened. That's why he can read minds, because he was he said he was in tune with people's emotions and stuff. Yeah, okay, anger issues. But, you know, and then Alice, like, that's why she can see the future and stuff. So it made me so sad, but I also feel like it was a really, really interesting part of the story. And it really brings, like, the full picture together. Like, because you're kind of like, oh, this is, like, a mystery. Like, why is this happening? But it was really interesting. Like, I thought the little details like that, I honestly thought were really good about this book. I think Stephenie Meyer was very good about adding things like that to kind of keep you pulled into the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. She's definitely a mastermind at creating storylines and keeping you invested, because was it as good as a Sarah J. Maas Crescent City novel? No. Was it as good as, like, The Secret History, like, in your opinion? No. But, like, it was still really interesting. I personally rated it 4 out of 5 stars because I was so entertained the entire time. It was like an after exam read. I was so entertained the entire time. I was so interested. It wasn't a masterpiece, but it was really good in my opinion because I was entertained.
Really funny.
I was thoroughly entertained. I was laughing so hard. What about you? What did you tell me all your thoughts?
Yeah, I completely agree. It was so funny. It was so ridiculous, so dramatic, so stupid, and very, very entertaining. Yeah.
What did you rate it out of 5 stars?
Yeah, I agree. I'd say like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so entertaining. Like, I'm so excited to continue with the series because I feel like it's a very good palate cleanser, or it's a very good lighter read to have. I'm sure it was made to be like a super heavy read. It's not, in my opinion.
No.
But I just found it very, I don't know, I just found it like very entertaining. And it was very nice. I was going through a lot of heavy things at the time. So reading this was like a breath of fresh air because it was like, oh, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, making me feel better. But yeah, it was so good. And I liked the length of the chapters. Like, they were long, but I almost kind of liked that. I thought it was suiting for the story.
Yeah, I agree.
And the covers of these books,
I love them.
they're so gorgeous. Yeah, I really liked it. I can understand why it was such a big sensation. I can understand why it's such a classic, such a cult classic. I can 100% understand why literally everyone and their mothers have read Twilight, right? Like,
Yeah.
my mom and all of her friends have read Twilight or listened to the audiobook of Twilight. Like, it's so funny. I can understand 100% why it was this huge, like, sensation.
Yeah, I found there was a lot more detail. There was a lot more, like, it was a lot more drawn out than the movie. And, like, all the characters had much more personality in the book than in the movie. Yeah.
You know what? I'd like a whole book just about Alice's backstory.
Yeah, we need Alice.
It seems very intriguing because it's like, it's sad, of course, but it is interesting. And if she does enough history, like research about the history of like when Alice was alive and like how, you know, facilities like that worked, I feel like it would be a really interesting read.
I agree.
Thank you guys so much for listening today. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry it was a lot of I hate this, I hate that, but sometimes that's just the way life is. So in our next episode, it might not be too long because we'll be talking about Twilight movie compared to the book. And in my opinion, there weren't a crazy amount of differences, just things left out. But the events that happened pretty much played out the same.
Yeah.
So it might not be too long of an episode. But we will talk about that in our next episode. And we hope you guys enjoyed. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're on Spotify, please follow us and leave us a rating. But thank you guys so much for joining us. And we hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.